Hey family, welcome back to another episode of ohtbewhole with Camille Young. Yep, it is me and I'm back and on fire. Do you hear me? I'm on fire. Y'all, I'm just gonna dive right on in, honey. The retreat, the LTY Women's Retreat was this past weekend. And when I tell you it's the best one yet. And I know I may be sound biased, but this is coming back from the feedback forms, coming back from social media posts, all of that, and just being there. It was one of those retreats where you just had to be there. The fellowship was sweet. We laughed a lot, but we learned from the word of God. Holiness is still right. As you can see, I'm sporting the T-shirt right here that we wore. Holiness is still right, walking in the Spirit, and coming out of Galatians 5:22, talking about the fruit of the Spirit. And our keynote speaker, evangelist Stacy Atkins out of Murfreesboro, which is right outside of Nashville, was dynamic. We had rapid fire, where we had three speakers. Yolanda Taylor. We had Lord have mercy, why I can't think of her name. It's gonna come to me. But she came and spoke, and then Kia, my sister, she spoke on finances. Y'all, it was so awesome. And then I talked about the teen edition. We had teen girls between the ages of 13 and 17, and they had their own side retreat during our time together, and that was off the chain. The girls gave testimonials. It was just a blessed time, and God showed up and showed out. And we're just grateful. It's like every time we think, oh my God, Lord, let this retreat be just as impactful, if not more impactful than the previous one. But God, we thank God that He showed up, and He does it year after year. And now we're beginning to plan. There's really no real downtime for us, because in 25 we will be celebrating 45 years. 2025, 45 years of the LTY Women's Retreat, and we're planning to do it really, really big. So stay on the lookout for upcoming events leading up to that. But we will be doing the 45-year celebration of the LTY Women's Retreat, continuing the legacy of LTY, which is Lenny Thomas Young, our mother, Women's Retreat. So we are thankful for all the women who were able to be in attendance. Some of you are watching even now. We're just glad you were able to be there. If you weren't able to be there, just make it your business to be there next year for 25, or for 45, in 25 for 45, celebrating 45 years. Sheila Matthews. Oh, why could I not think of her name? Sheila Matthews. She talked about holiness in your prayer life. Yolanda Taylor talked about holiness through trials, and Kia talked about holiness in your finances. That was the rapid fire that we did. And Stacy Atkins, evangelist Stacy Atkins, baby, she brought it on home, talking about the fruit of the Spirit. Baby, conviction happened in my heart. There's always room to grow. Don't ever think that you've ever arrived. Okay, just when you think you've mastered something, there's something else for you to get better at. Okay, so understanding too, we have to walk in the fruit of the Spirit. This is one of the gifts that we received, a bracelet showing naming the fruit of the Spirit on it, which is a reminder. I'm going to wear mine every day, because when situations happen, I want to be able to respond in love. I want to be able to respond kindly and in goodness and gentleness and long suffering. All of those fruit that God has told us over in Galatians 5:22, that how we are to respond as believers in Jesus Christ. Y'all, everything is not about a pop back, snap back. Okay? It's not about that. Don't get me wrong. There's a way to be firm. There's a way to be direct. But there also is a way to do those things in a way that you still reflect Christ. And that's what's most important. We are to reflect Christ. Okay, that doesn't make you a punk. That doesn't make you soft. That doesn't make you weak. Because again, you can be direct. Because Jesus was direct. Now let's be clear. Jesus knew how to put in their place who need to be put in their place. Okay, that's no problem. But there still has to be a level of, it has to be rooted in love. Okay, that has to be the foundation of every act and interaction that we do as believers in Jesus Christ. And Evangelist Atkins walked that down, and our rapid fire speakers walked it down as well. And then we had an amazing girl talk. The teen edition had their own girl talk. I was able to be a part of that. We had some very deep discussion, and they shared some things, and I'm grateful. I'm grateful for their honesty, and I was able to share some things with them openly. And then the women had their girl talk. They had an amazing time. I was not able to, of course, be a part of that, but because I was with the younger girls, but they said that was an amazing time. It was an eye-opening time there at the girl talk. So, so many wonderful things happened at the retreat. It's just one of those, again, as I say, you just have to be there to experience it. Okay, we have a lot of fun. We're word based now. The word gonna come, and we're gonna, there's the time for us to preach the word and for the word to be spoken over us. But in that also, we also know how to fellowship with one another and laugh with one another and laugh at and with one another. And we did a lot of that. So I'm hoping that you will go ahead and keep the momentum going. Don't die. Don't let the momentum die and let things get in your way to keep you from being there on next year. In the coming weeks, we're going to be sharing a save the date, and hopefully we'll have a location secured by that time. But if not, we're going to have a date, and you need to go ahead and plan to be there, and not just plan to be there, plan to bring somebody with you, someone else who can benefit. Y'all, we got friends. Why aren't we inviting our friends? Invite your female friends, invite your neighbors, invite your co-workers to come out, your family members to come out and be a part of the LTY Women's Retreat, okay? Because I promise you, it will be a blessed time and your life will be changed, okay? And that's our ultimate goal. Don't leave there the same way you came, okay? We don't want you to leave it. We want you to leave better than you came, okay? And a change of heart, a change of mind, a change of direction. And a lot of that happened on this past weekend. So I just wanted to do a brief recap of the weekend. Go out on your social media sites. Facebook is pretty much the only one I use. But check out some of the pictures that have been uploaded. Some videos have been uploaded. Y'all, we just had a glorious, glorious time. So thank you for being there. And again, if you weren't there, make it your business to be there in 2025 as we celebrate 45 years of the LTY Women's Retreat, okay? I was even able to sell some of my T-shirts, and it was just a glorious, glorious time, and we thank God now for preparing wherever we'll be, preparing you, preparing hearts, preparing us, to celebrate 45 years, okay? All right, and don't forget, I can't never forget this. Don't forget to get your book. You can still get your book at ohtbewhole.com. Order your book today, ohtbewhole.com, all right? If you haven't subscribed, be sure to do that. They're inching up little by little, but make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel. Hit that thumbs up. You already watching it? Just go hit the thumbs up, okay? And then go and put your comment down in there, okay? All right, so thank you so much for joining me on today. And until next time, God bless.